brothers here in Phi Mu Alpha. My name is Joe Biscuithead Serino, and tonight I'm joined with Reese Yermoose Barber.
Hello.
And streaming for us tonight is Sebastian Uncle Jemima Alacron. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, dude.
It's close enough. What's up, stream?
But yeah, how are you guys doing tonight?
If one of you could you please post on both pages that we are live?
Will be.
Can you get that, Joe?
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm just. Do we have the pick bands up on stream?
Yeah, we have the pick bands up on the stream right now.
Okay, so I want to talk about this a little bit because what BUNG has decided to do is try to ban out HTC Flash. They forced him onto the Jace AD mid laner pick, and then what they did was they banned out Rumble, which is an AP top laner that Rafal is very comfortable on, and they picked Malphite. So we'll see if Rafal here picks Swain, another top laner, another AP top laner he likes. Vladimir. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking that they could flex magic damage pick in the top lane so they weren't all AD. I think dropping the Braum ban for Vladimir or Swain is another option. Could have been a better choice there. Force them onto an all physical damage team. But I like the strategy that they've gone with here, and we'll see if it works out for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, now I need that invite.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Also, stream, if you could let me know how everything looks. Everything was kind of thrown together. So, just let me know in chat. I'll have it.
Them onto an all physical damage team.
I have it on my phone, just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could hear it. I just invited you, by the way. So Reese, can you give me a little something here? What are you excited about this match? What are you excited to see? Looks like we have a Jace mid here, which I haven't seen in a while. So, give me your thoughts.
So, I'm not 100% sure who's in what roles on BUNG, but the Jace mid, I think, is going to be a pretty even matchup with Orianna. I don't know my mid lane matchups too great, but I think, actually, I think the advantage goes a little bit in Orianna's favor because with his Q on cooldown, Jace's only range is his auto attacks, while Orianna's ball is a bit further range than that. But what I think is going to be very interesting is this top lane matchup. Malphite isn't known for his magic resist. He's definitely a very armor reliant champion. Rammus as well, two very armor heavy champions against a team that Vladimir has a lot of magic damage for a top laner. I feel like that Vladimir was kind of a curveball for them. They weren't expecting any AP top laners other than the Rumble because their last two picks for that Vladimir were Malphite and Rammus, who were so anti-physical damage. So I'm going to be very interested by how Rafal plays as Vladimir and what sort of impact he has on his team and against BUNG's strategy.
Yeah, definitely, and I completely agree with that.
Something, sorry to cut you off, Joe. Something to kind of note is that there is no dedicated tank on the side of EEG, so they're going to be outputting a lot of damage, which they're going to need in order to go ahead and cut through that Malphite and that Rammus. There's a lot of physical coming out of the side of EEG, which is offset just a little bit by the Nami and then subsequently by the Vladimir as well. So I think you're both correct in that it really just depends on how ahead Rafal can get on this Vladimir. If in fact this Vladimir does go top, I do know Vladimir does very well into Orianna, mainly because you can pool the ultimate. So Vladimir can relatively stay safe in that lane and can also sustain through it. So I'm still not 100% sold that it's a Vladimir top lane. Um, but, I guess it's just one of those things that we're going to have to see.
So I should explain the reason I think it's Vladimir top lane is because Flesh here is an Anivia one trick, 600 plus ranked games just this season on Nivea. And when he signed up for the league, I know that he, obviously knows he's never going to get to play her, as she was banned first in this thing. So he put in effort to learn more champions. The ones he picked up, Zillion, Galio, Oriana, were banned or picked away. Jace is also something he touched on. In fact, his last game before this was a tree line game, but it was Jace. He played Jace. So he doesn't play it as much as the other champions, but he does play it. And as for Rafal, I don't know that he's played Jace recently, but I'm quite confident HTC Flesh has not played Vladimir recently.
Definitely. Yeah, that's definitely a fair assumption. I know Rafal has played Jace in the past, in previous seasons, but I don't believe he's played it recently. So it would be kind of a little bit of a risky pick there to go in, to go into here in PMA LCS if you don't have any practice on it. So we moved over to the actual draft mode here in the League of Legends client, just to keep everybody updated and on the same page.
Oh. They didn't say it's a tournament draft. Well, that's a shame.
Oh, maybe I set up the lobby wrong.
What's wrong with it?
It is not tourney draft.
What is the difference between tourney and
You
draft
can't
mode?
pause in regular draft.
Oh, well, hopefully we don't need to pause.
Surely we will. Surely we will. But
I will message Captain. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they made the decision for us.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, everyone jump out of the wee. Can we get a punctuation mark, Joe, in the chat, please?
No, please stop. I'm so sorry.
Let me just see them punctuation mark Joes really quick in the chat. I'd love to see
just
them.
unfortunate event. Could have happened to anybody.
I'd absolutely love to see that being just spammed.
Unfortunate event. Could have happened to anybody.
I'd absolutely love to see that being spammed.
Okay, it is tournament draft. Here we go.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I need to leave the lobby.
Invite. Okay, it is tournament draft. Here we go.
Oh, I
Invite.
need to leave the lobby.
So here, I'll invite you both as well. Here. So here, I'll invite you both as well. Here.
All right, blind pick, just like the pros do it. All right, blind pick. Looks like Piper also made a lobby. Ah, boy. We got a random in here?
Yeah. Okay, I went to Piper's lobby.
Okay. We got a random. Gotta put passwords on these.
Okay, I went to Piper's lobby.
Passwords on these.
So how about them Bears?
Wait, what is happening?
I'm not sure. Are you in the?
No, I'm in a different lobby.
Oh yeah, we all went to a different
Gotcha,
lobby.
gotcha.
Are you okay?
I'm in.
Sorry, I thought it was, nope.
You see,
Nice.
you see, stream. This is the relationship I have with Piper. All right. There's 2 F-bombs in one window. You see this? This is what I deal with on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm not sure if my A is ready. Can someone just shoot him a message, please? Rafal's ready. I just got the message.
Now, will surely be a riveting game of League of Legends.
Oh yeah, really looking forward to this game, especially since it's starting about 40 minutes late. Feels good, man.
Absolutely. We wait, so we know it matters.
Exactly. We got Opie in the chat saying he wants a bat win with his hashtag batwin. Gotta agree with Opie here. You know, looking at both of these comps, gotta give it to bat.
Yeah, BAT win for life, man.
A bat win is a win for us all.
Gotta give a bat win 5 out of 7 my A's. Also, can we talk about the Rammus pick? I don't think I've seen a Rammus pick in a while either.
Yeah, so the Rammus pick is interesting because Maye in the last season was really well known for his carry picks. Stuff like Fizz, Kha'Zix, Olaf that could really put out a lot of damage. But the Rammus, I guess he's trusting all of that to Piper on, I'm assuming, Misfortune. And the Orianna can also put out some fair damage.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to Bung. I think they have a little bit better of a team comp here with like the Wombo combos because they have the Ori, Malphite, Morgana, and Misfortune all. I mean, that could get pretty disgusting if that's all timed correctly. Whereas EEG doesn't really have that synergy personally. So I don't know about you guys, but I think like, you know, if we're looking strictly at champions here, I got to give it to the Bung team.
I think EEG actually has the edge here because that Vladimir pick they were not expecting. The fact that they banned out Rumble, forced Flash onto an AD mid laner, and then with their last 2 picks grabbed Malphite and Rammus, which is about the 2 most armor-oriented champions in the game. I don't think they were expecting an AP top laner at all. So I think that was a big oversight in their draft, and it's going to come down to Rafal to really bring these team fights together. The Vladimir ultimate synergizes really well with the Jarvan ultimate, and Nami can follow up with her ultimate as well to give Caitlyn and Jace time to tear the enemy team apart. If they can lock up that front line of Malphite and Rammus, then Caitlyn and Jace can get onto that back line and really mess them up. So, in my opinion, I think Edda and Extra Guac has the advantage here just from the drafts.
Wait, it's Jace 80 carry. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Whoa! Oh my God! Sorry, I just like the way it's like laid out. I was like, wait a minute. Oh wow.
Yeah, free rolls.
One on myself.
That would be spicy, though.
That would be really spicy, and you know I would have to give it to that team. Well,
the last
we
second,
just-
the last second here, Caitlyn switched to cleanse and Nami to heal.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I think that's interesting choice. But you can cleanse the taunt, but you can't cleanse the knock-up from Malphite.
Mm. I think arguably cleansing the taunt is just as good. Because in reality,
Yeah.
you know, taunt being a hard form of CC, especially locking down a Caitlyn in place, it gives that opportunity to the Malphite, to the Orianna, to Misfortune in order to burst her down significantly before she can react. Especially because of the fact that as you level it up, I believe taunt at max capacity or at max levels is a 2 second
Two and a
taunt.
half.
2 to
I would
2.5.
say.
It's something like 2
Yeah.
to 2.5, and
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
yeah, and that's years in the in terms of league. So I personally like it. Now that does open up the possibility for Misfortune to both Misfortune and Morgana to just poke that lane down. I mean, you have the Nami who is running the heal to get away or to kind of keep up with the healing factor of that bottom lane. But heal doesn't really matter when the Morgana lands a binding, has the pool, throws the ignite, and then with the Misfortune ultimate on top of you. I mean, it's just very engage heavy. And right now, I believe Misfortune has the highest win rate in the AD carry slot right now, if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, she's definitely been up there recently.
So I'm interested to see how they play that lane with the cleanse. However, like I said, if they want to give up the early game because they already understand, hey, you know what, we're going to get poked down by the Morgana Misfortune. We're going to have just the worst time in laning phase, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be able to play safe mid to late, and I'll be able to, to pump out that damage late game rather than, be a force in the early game. I think that's a pretty good trade-off, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think it may help to think about scaling on these teams because I don't think either team is going to be the sort that closes out early. Vladimir, of course, and Kaylin as well, scale pretty hard once they have a few items under their belt. Misfortune, on the other hand, she'll scale pretty well, especially with the wombo combo that comes from Malphite and Orianna and Morgana even. And what I'm assuming she's taking Dark Souls, Harvest or Dark Harvest. So that'll constantly be increasing in damage as the game goes on. Yeah, I think the scaling advantage goes a little bit to EEG again.
Yeah, definitely. Those are some great points made up about, both the teams. The late game scaling is nice to have, but it's only nice if you make it that far, So it'll definitely depend on here, what happens in the early game.
Now this is interesting. Vladimir taking Electrocute. And also Ignite, I didn't mention that earlier. Definitely looking to bully Malphite very aggressively in this early game. Get an advantage that will scale him into the sort of magic damage threat that Malphite and Rammus cannot handle, being armor-oriented tanks.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, if I'm Rafal here, that's kind of what you want to do. I mean, if Rafal doesn't really do that, and nothing really happens in the top lane, that can't give EE and EG, sorry, that, early game edge, it'll work into the Bung's favor. So, also, I just gotta say, little sad here. I had this great idea of trying to get Menbung to cast with us, since this team is literally named after him. But it was a little too late, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe next week. Stay tuned. We'll try to get him out here.
We'll fly him out.
We'll fly him out. all donations will be going to Membung's plane tickets
Woo! Unable to download spectator data. The game will now exit.
Okay, something.
Unfortunate.
Connect something.
Can I just
Could
say?
happen to anyone.
Can I just say? I absolutely love how Riot, the small indie company that it is, just puts so much time and effort into making sure that their game works properly in all aspects. You know, ranked, normals, trying to spectate a game. You know, it just
Love and
it just
care.
works perfectly. You know, all the interns and all the money that they don't have or the resources that they don't have, just perfect.
Yeah, all that free, all the freelance workers they have that aren't paid copious amounts of money. You know, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Small indie company.
Yeah, it's not like Riot prioritizes making skins or the design of champions, so people, are incentivized to buy them or anything like that. Yeah, definitely, nope. That's not my Riot. Speaking of Riot, another big thing Riot needs to work on is the matchmaking. Oh my god, I've lost 8 games at 0 LP Gold 5 today. Filter. I don't know how you guys are doing, but wow, it's been an interesting day for this guy over here.
I honestly haven't played at all this week.
Yeah,
Just been so damn busy.
Yeah, neither have I.
That's the way to go for sure. It's really hard here when you're super tilted, but looks like we're gonna have standard starts for both teams here as they both start on the bot side of the map. Not a jungler main, but I think that's pretty standard with the J4 and Rammus.
Yeah, yeah, just about.
Alright, so we're going to see the fruition of this poke lane. Misfortune being able to deal damage out early with the passive. Doing really well in the trade. StarCraft, I mean, taking the Spell Thief's Edge early. Really maximizing that damage there.
Yeah, for sure. I actually watched a Solo Renekton only video about why you should take Aerie when you play champions like Morgana or Teemo, because something about how you can pick up the Aerie and still do damage with the poison and stuff like that. So if you're playing Morgana and you could auto like that, you could just keep proccing that Aerie. So definitely a good strat to start off in the bottom lane here.
Yeah, because it's not a cooldown. It's as fast as you can pick. You can pick up the Aerie because you can walk towards the enemy and pick up the Aerie mid-flight and then reapply it as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're Morgana and you have a W down or something like that, and then you pick it up and auto again, bam, you can get 2 Aerie procs depending on how you position yourself. Really, intricate detail of League, but holy cow, it does so much damage. Especially early, like we just saw. So
yeah. So we're already seeing a pretty substantial lead in the top lane, minion-wise and pressure-wise. Flesh taking a bit of damage from this Orianna.
Yeah, he just lost about 3/4 of his health there from his minions.
For free too.
So Robert's made a bit of an aggressive play into Maya's jungle, but it looks like he got pinged out and backed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm Sir Everett right now, I am trying to force something. Being J4, while he doesn't have the best early game, I mean, he can play aggressive, at least more aggressive than the Rammus. So I think and it looks like Peel's going to be popped in the bot lane here. His damage is going to be applied to Piper. As he's going to have to back off. But as I was saying, I think J4 here, Sir Everett, should really try to force something here. Try to get that early game pressure. Get a couple kills on the Jarvan, because that'll definitely pay off big dividends here to the mid game.
I'm actually surprised Sir Everett didn't go mid, knowing that Flesh was taking a lot of poke, and also taking a lot of poke in lane, as we see a fight here in the bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like First Blood's going to go over to the Caitlyn here. We saw the Ignite pop, but it wasn't enough here, as the Marq did bind, but very unfortunate.
Oh, by the way, who's doing play-by-play?
I can do play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm
That's
more
okay
used to
with
color.
I mean, I can play by play. That's fine. Just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll play by play this first game.
All right.
Probably should have figured this out earlier.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. So you're gonna be hearing a lot more of Joe's voice than me or Reese's.
Oh yeah, you love to see that. I hope. Gotta hit him with it.
Gotta hit him with the love to see that.
If only there was a reverse Twitch command that was you love to see that. I don't know. That'd be cool. Maybe somebody could get on it here, as we have a little bit of a river fight here, as Sir Everett's and Maya are going to meet each other in the river. We have the on the way pings coming in from Flesh, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Again, I feel like Sir Everett's could go into the mid lane and poke out the Orianna, but I don't know. He's just not looking for it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Freedom Penguin just taking a quarter of his health bar just casually.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the Morgana Q?
No, that was the double up.
Or,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Piper's actually landed several of those huge double ups at this point. You can see Freedom Penguin's just sitting back, farming mostly with his Q out of fear, taking another double up or Morg binding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of having the Nami in the lane. In most scenarios, I mean, you kind of have to back off and kind of feel bad about losing out on some minion creeps, especially having to back off during a cannon minion wave. But because the Nami is there, you're able to... Oh, actually, there's a top lane
Paul
fight.
is going in for a tower dive. He's going to ignite Pumpkiny, but it's not going to be enough here. That was a very interesting dive, just walking in like that. A little bit of questionable play, but he was able to get out alive, so I guess it's okay. As we have a bot lane gank here coming in from Maya, he's going to land the taunt on Freedom Penguin, but Freedom Penguin's going to get out. But Piper's actually going to flash in for the double up, but it's not going to land, unfortunately. I think it would have landed if he hit it on Slaga, but no kills yet throughout these skirmishes.
Yeah, the cleanse actually playing a big part in that. Just cleansing off the Maie taunt, being able to just keep running and to just flash really mitigated a lot of that damage, especially with Slaga Slasha just healing her up as they run away from the lane. Slaga Slasha didn't even have to burn Flash. Now, obviously, Freedom Penguin had to burn both Flash and Cleanse, but already that Cleanse is paying off immensely.
Oh no! Going off of that, it looks like we have a little bit of fight in the river here as StarCraft's going to be caught out and hit with a chase Q. Oh my god, that damage. Uh-oh, it's looking a little unfortunate here as Flesh is going to have to push back Maie, but Slaga is going to flash bubble and miss as the Morg binding misses as well here. It looks like Extra Guac here is looking for a fight.
Oh my gosh.
Slaga's going to be caught out and damaged by Piper here, but we have a little bit of a vision skirmish here as that tri-bush is going to be cleared out from both sides.
Something really cool happened in that fight where Rammus went right up to Flesh on Jace, and he used his E and knocked Rammus away as Orianna was ulting, saved himself from getting hit by the Orianna ult and wasting her ult process.
Yeah, I gotta say too, I'm kind of shocked that that still didn't hit Flesh, even though he had to like knock him back. Because oh my god, wait, a trap is gonna catch Piper, who's gonna heal, but it's not enough here. Freedom Penguin's ultimate is gonna hit Piper right on the head.
Amazing combo from Freedom Penguin there.
Yeah, that was an amazing trap placement as well.
Yeah, he hit it right behind the tower.
Yeah, like,
dirty trick, but I love it. Classic.
Yeah, if you main Caitlyn, that's something you got to learn to exploit. I mean, that trap placement was just disgusting.
Really good stuff here by the bottom side of EEG. Just like you said, exploiting the character model, but as well, the Nami is just so good right now, even in solo queue.
Oh my god, Flesh is gonna knock Maie away again. Holy cow! It's like they practiced that or something.
It's not the hardest thing to do if you know how to buffer the E. You almost will never get hit. If you do understand that, because the hitbox on the E actually extends farther than Rammus's ball range. You just have to. There's just a little bit of timing to it. Like, you don't have to wait until the model is right there. You can just have your cursor above the Rammus and just have the E prepped for the auto attack.
Oh no! Speaking of Flesh here, he's gonna get ulted on by Orianna here, who's gonna Flash Ignite. I don't think it's gonna be enough though, as yep, it looks like Flesh is gonna back here. He's at very low health, but he was able to get out alive.
Yeah, ultimately,
As I say that, he's actually gonna TP back in as Sir Everts is looking for a gank mid, but looks like it wasn't timed correctly.
yeah, I think that I'll end up in a net advantage for Flesh because now we can shove in Oriana's lane without her able to teleport back as he did.
Oh, speaking of Sir Everts here, he's gonna EQ right in on top of the Morgana and Misfortune, who's gonna have to ult and luckily gets one here as Rafal is actually gonna pull away against Maya here. He's gonna taunt and get ulted by Pumpkiny here and goes down to Maya. You know, that was actually a really good play by Maya. Maya saw Sir Everts in the bot lane and was in a good enough position to gank top and knew that that gank top was free, even though that pink ward's in the bush. So good map awareness coming out from Maya.
Yeah, and also finally realizing that Rafal was pushed up to the tower of Pimp Monkey for about 5 minutes now. Finally gonna go up there and give him a little bit of help, understanding that, hey, you know, even though it's a Vlad and it's really hard to kill, I mean, you can't really do much when you're literally under their tower.
Yeah. So the first tower did go down to EEG here, and it looks like they are contesting with this dragon. Might go to... Yeah, it does go to
Oh
the
my
other team.
yeah.
But certainly trading a first tower for an Ocean Drake, definitely a worth advantage for EEG, especially when BUNG was not able to even close to contest another tower. All the towers on EEG's side are over 3/4 of their health, so
It kind of
very
stems the
safe.
bleeding a little bit for the Bungapalians. You know, it sucks that you lost first tower. However, that Ocean Drake will carry in value the later on the game goes. And I think we've already both established that both of these teams aren't looking to end quickly. They both want to try and get into those scaling items. I mean, Maya is going to get extremely tanky. Pit Monkey as well will be very, very tanky by his own right. So I think the Ocean Drake just really stems the bleeding from the first tower perspective. It's good for right now, and it'll translate into the mid game. But the later on it goes, the more value it just accrues.
Yeah, for sure. Something else. Oh, it looks like we're actually gonna have a fight here in the mid lane as... Oh, maybe not. What I was gonna say though is with Rafal constantly pushing in Pimp Monkey, it looks like that top lane tower is so freaking low. So, yeah, I mean, trading towers for dragons is good as long as you have towers, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the way he's putting down this pressure, if all will have this top tower taken in the next minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like EEG is looking to set up a push here in mid, knowing that Piper is farming in the bot lane here, trying to get some pressure in all their lanes, actually, which is definitely some good macro play.
So I think
Oh
it's...
my god, is another freaking trap is landed, and it looks like StarCraft is able to block Freedom Penguin's ultimate here, but it was very, very close.
Yeah, you do not want to see an enemy Caitlyn this fed this early in the game. Not only 4 kills, but about 30 CS ahead of Misfortune. Completed Storm Razor and on the way to what is probably a
Rapid
fire cannon. Yeah. So while Misfortune is yet to even finish the first item. So very big advantage on Caitlyn here.
Yeah, I mean if you want to take a look at the, that's not it. You want to take a look at the gold differential right now, boasting almost a 2K gold lead, and you're seeing it in the items. You know, the completed Storm Razor. I mean, the tier 2 boots. That little minion advantage, as well as the 4 kills on top of that. You know, Piper really can't be a part of any of these team fights, not until he can get his own, I guess he's going for a Ghost Blade, yeah. He just now completed his Ghost Blade, so now he'll be able to pump out a little bit of damage, especially because of the fact that EEG isn't exactly building tanky at the moment, but you're really not going to feel him until he builds that Black Cleaver.
Yeah, something that I guess we might not have mentioned. Yeah, the lethality build for Misfortune. No one on EEG is going to be building explicitly as a tank, so lethality will pay off pretty well.
And actually may not even have to go into the Black Cleaver, because there's really no champion to shred on the side of EEG. So maybe go into a double lethality early. I've seen a lot of Misfortunes do that. Maybe go for a little bit of survivability and get that third item, the coveted third item, Guardian Angel. So it just really depends.
Yeah, for sure. Something else I don't think we brought up was the fact that EEG was able to grab the Rift Herald here. Again, looking for that early tower pressure here, as Maie might be caught out. Little unfortunate situation here, as he was knocked up, and he actually goes down to the Nami ultimate here, as it looks like Rafal and Slaga are going to be caught out here, as well as the Malphite ult goes off, and Slaga's goes down, but Rafal had a stopwatch here, but he is going to get ignited and go down to Pimp Monkey as well here, as Flesh is also caught out here and is going to be ulted on top of from Piper here. That is a 1 for 4 here on the side of the I forgot their name.
Bungapalians.
Guys. Bungapalians here, and that'll
and that's gonna get that Caitlyn
mid tower here, as Freedom Penguin is also binded, but Pimp Monkey is gonna take a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he doesn't have armor.
Not gonna go down, but
Piper, no!
The flash coming in from Freedom Penguin here kills Piper.
Terribly misplayed there.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. Got a little too cocky, in my opinion, as Rift Herald now is going to be popped and is probably going to take down that Tier 1 mid tower.
Yeah.
It could have happened to anyone, that misplay.
I just think they were too aggressive. You know, they had the 3v1, take the tower, because that's standing gold, and you relieve a lot of the pressure. I mean, you just made a very excellent play in trading... originally what was a bad situation, you made it into a relatively good one, if not great, and then you kind of throw it away by that over-aggressiveness into trying to catch the Caitlyn, understanding that it's shutdown gold, but there's a reason why she needs to be shut down, and, you know, the one at a time strat, the controversial one at a time strat, just not working in the Bungapalians' favor.
So it looks like EG wants to contest this Cloud Drake, but they're all staying in this bottom half of the map around it. But while they're waiting, Malphite is running back from base, and so is Morgana. They just started it when they got there. I think they would have taken it 3v4.
Yeah,
so
it is,
a little bit of
however, an
hesitance.
Air Drake, and it's definitely, in my opinion, not really worth to contest, because if you ultimately lose that fight, I mean, could be really bad. So, and again, it's just for an Air Drake. I mean, while it does give extra rotational pressure, I think it's not really worth, losing a team fight over, even if it was a 3v5.
I would say it is worth taking away from that Rammus, especially, though, because speedier Rammus is, the more dangerous he is, he's going to catch up to that Caitlyn runner down.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. However, they knew that the Bungapalians definitely weren't going to go in as 3 just to take the dragon when Ed and Extra Rock was there as 4. So, but it looks like here the Bungapalians are looking to group up here, as well as add an extra guac here. It looks like this game might be an ARAM here, as the Ori
with
ultimate
Oriana.
actually miss. Yikes. Now that Ori ultimate's down here, add an extra guac, might be looking for a little bit of an aggressive play. However, the Malphite ult is definitely still up, as well as the Misfortune ult here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Speaking of the Misfortune ult, Flaga is going to be caught out by the Morgana, and it just goes down instantly. It looks like now Maya is looking for an aggressive fight here, as the taunt's going to land on a Sir Everett's here, who might have to go down as well here. Maya flashing over the wall, forcing a flash from Sir Everett's here, as Pimp Monkey is going to ult right into 4 here and shuts down the Caitlyn. Now they're going to get that Air Drake.
Really good recognition by the BUNG Imperials, understanding they had the 4v5, you know, bursting down the Nami. It took a couple of ultimates to do so, however, in the end was worth it, and they turned the fight in their favor, and they got that shutdown gold on Freedom Penguin. Again, Freedom Penguin, you can't really cleanse a knockup, but hey, he tried his best.
Hey man, that's all we can ask.
That's what I'm saying, man. He tried his best. He tried his best.
That's yeah.
So one thing worth mentioning is now that all the outer towers on the side of BUNG have gone down, it does not look like Vladimir's aggressive landing has really paid off. So only less than 10 CS ahead, no real leading gold, not even actually behind in levels. So also I think this Vladimir pick definitely did not succeed in lane the way it wanted to. It's just gonna have to wait to scale.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one.
Oh
my god, the Ori ultimate is gonna take down both Flaga and Sir Everett here. Holy moly, what is she building?
Could happen anyway.
Gotta check. It looks like we have upgraded boots and magic penetration. Yeah, that is not something I would want to mess with. Yikes.
The classic mid-range Ori build. It's making a little bit of a resurgence. Magic penetration, for all you mid laners right now, is amazing to have in the mid game. Oh my, taking a lot of damage here. It's okay.
Yeah, Rafal was looking for him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find him, though, and I gotta agree with you, Reese. Going that early game, electrocute, and it looks like Malphite here is gonna be caught out here as the trap is landed on him again here. Pimp Monkey's gonna go down to Freedom Penguin as Flesh is pushing this top lane here and gets the tier 2. Good macro play here coming in from the side of Ed and extra guac. They knew that they just had to hold the mid tower, and they were able to get a pick too. That's definitely the optimal situation here for them, as now they're looking to siege the tier 2 mid tower.
And they definitely can. Well, actually, Piper has the wave clear to go ahead and get them out of that situation. For now.
Yeah, I think that's actually going to buy them the time they need to regroup, because Maie was recalling, assuming to buy that Thorn Mail.
Yeah, he's going to be so much harder to kill at this point.
Yeah, and again, it is going to come down to Rafal, because that Thorn Mail is not going to affect him very much, but it's going to be very hard for Jace, Caitlyn, or Jarvan to do damage.
Just leave.
No, it looks like Maie is going to be caught out here.
He doesn't have teammates.
Looking for oh my god, Pimp Monkey here is landing a 5-man ultimate here, but Flesh is going to be caught out in the fight here as he goes down to Piper here, but the fight is not over here. Sir Everett and Rafal are going in still as Oriana's going to flash out here, but it's going to be a trade of 2 here as Pimp Monkey is also going to go down to Caitlyn here. Piper is also probably going to... Wait a minute. Didn't actually go down here due to the heal, I believe.
He flashed
and interrupted his own ultimate.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
It could have happened to anyone. Oh no.
Oh no, I think he was trying to time it perfectly, and maybe it was just a misclick. I'm not too sure.
But
so just to run down what happened. Bungaluya on the Oriana put the ball right on top of her. I don't think Caitlyn quite understood that he had burned the ultimate already. The ultimate had missed in the ensuing team fight. Thought that it was going to be an ulti, so decided to flash out. Yes, you're correct in that he tried to flash and hit the ultimate at the exact same time, but he canceled his own ultimate with the flash because he mistimed it.
Yeah, so unfortunate here. But it looks like we're going to have a Baron bait again, I think, as Maya is looking for Rafal and is just zooming in onto him here as the damage is coming in, as Rafal is going to be taunted and stunned before he can hit the blast cone for his own death.
That's a really good scenario for Maya.
Bung starting Baron. I don't think... Yeah, with Jay's bot lane, he does have teleport, but...
It's a 50-50 still. I don't know if they want to run this. He has the level up on Sir Everett.
StarCraft is actually going to go down, however... The Oriol's coming in as Maya smashes over the wall. I don't know if this is the right call here, as Maya is going to go in on Freedom Penguin, who's going to kite him out and kill him.
Yeah, they're going to kill him. And now they can't get Baron.
Bot lane here, pressuring this bot tier 2 tower, as Baron is now going to... Can't be done. Yikes.
Very greedy play from Maya.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of miscommunication coming in from his team, too. But, yikes.
Baron just wasn't enough. Had to get that Caitlyn too. Forgot about the cleanse.
Yeah, and speaking of things not being enough, it looks like Orianna here is looking for Flesh, as he is going to be slowed by the Morgana, who just autos him once and he goes down, unfortunately, here. It looks like the...
But, with all of them rotating bot, I think they're going to lose this inner mid tower.
Yeah, I think they were looking to contest Dragon, thinking that would be the next objective that an extra block might go for. Oh my god, what just happened? I don't even know where they went. It looks like Freedom Penguin's going to be almost dead here. Unfortunately, Sir Everett goes down to the Orianna here, as Freedom Penguin is running for his life here. He autos the...
that's not going to stop him.
Here, but it's not going to stop him here, as Mike gets the shutdown gold on Freedom Penguin here. Rafal now is going to be caught out by himself. It looks like he's able to get away here, but now here's the Baron call that they went to go for initially here. Hopefully
they can't mess
with the wall this time.
Does Flesh teleport in? Maya is pretty low, so is StarCraft.
Oh, it
probably
like
could pick up the kill on Maya. Oh, he teleports behind, actually. He's
yeah,
waiting. They don't know that he's there.
He's probably probably looking for StarCraft here, who's now super low here, but his Q did not do enough damage here, so it looks like Baron's going to go over to the Membungs.
EEG is pinging out dragons, so a consolation prize.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get Baron, you might as well try to get Dragon, I guess, is, you know.
I don't know if they'll take it in time before BUNG can get there to contest it. Looks like they're not really moving.
A risky play, as the AD carry and mid laner aren't there. The two damage dealers of the team, as Misfortune's actually going to ult it, but Sir Everett's had smite is going to smite it away from Misfortune. So it looks like we have the mid lane pinks coming in here. They're going to try to defend this mid lane, I believe, as Baron minions are now barreling down.
Now this is interesting. They don't have all 5. HTC Flash is actually in the top lane, while Pimp Monkey is bot lane with the Baron empowered minions, along with the Caitlyn. They're gonna lose a lot for this. Actually, they don't have Maya.
Yeah, getting out rotated on this. That's,
it's gonna be a free. Yeah, that's pretty free. They could rotate bot here.
Yeah, I think that bot tower goes down for sure.
And he goes down for that. I don't know if that's the right call, as Piper's also going to go down as well as StarCraft here. Wait a minute, it was the right call, as Flesh is going to push Orianna back here and goes down and gets a shutdown gold. Yikes, bad team fight here.
You used to lose that bot tower, and Malphite's still going for it, not afraid of the entirety of EEG coming down on him.
Well, they're really low. They're really low. Malphite doesn't have the most damage, especially with, you know, the items that he has currently, but he had a pretty sizable wave, so he could have threatened a burst, depending on who was the first person to get all that minion aggro with the auto attack. I guess the safer play is to just back off. However, he could have made he could have made a case for trying to get that last tier. What is it? Tier 3? Tier 3 bot lane turret.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this top tower going down
I
too.
gotta agree with you, but as this top tower goes down, something to take, take in is the towers that are still up here for Edit an extra guac here. This top lane was virtually untouched until Maie went top. I think. Oh, Maie actually might be caught out here as Pit Monkey's looking into this double ultimate here, which is going to cause Flesh to go down.
Yeah, it's
as well as top lane is not looking good now.
It's EEG that got caught out there.
Yeah, really good rotations there by BUNG.
Oh my god, the Caitlyn trap catching Maie out here. However, it's not enough to deter the push here, as another Caitlyn trap is going to be landed. Oh my god. Slaga here might go down.
Oh man.
No.
Caitlyn's got 4 items now. She's huge.
Oh no, she's huge, but she's going to get ulted on, unfortunately.
Flash.
The ball's going to be bombed. Yeah. Go down as well here, and now...
Yeah, I think they have to give this up.
Yeah, she doesn't have Flash this time, so she can't play as safe. Gets binded, but...
Oh, it looks like Piper might be caught out here as...
Yeah.
Yep, she gets ulted on top of Sir Everett's here, but who's going to go down for it to StarCraft?
That's not your base.
What you want here. Is going to flash over the wall here. However, the base has been broken into here. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot hyphier in these last couple of 5 minutes. So now that
I want to see the numbers on that.
Yeah,
I want to see the numbers on that Baron power play because that was a huge gold swing back in the favor of BUNG.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have Riot interns waiting for us at every turn to refer to them. However, so let's just take stock of everything. So, Freedom Penguin now does not have any summoners. Very susceptible to a dive. Honestly speaking, Pit Monkey needs to kind of zero in on the Caitlyn as of right now, and have Bungalooya kind of act as a little delivery service. Once that Caitlyn goes down, there's not much that EEG has to offer in terms of damage, because at this point, Pit Monkey and Maie are both very tanky by their own rights. They're very beefy. However, they are just getting shredded by the combination of the Black Cleaver on both the J4 and the Jace. Oh, speaking of the dive,
Freedom Penguin is gonna have to use her stopwatch, I believe here. But Starcraft's gonna go down here, as it looks like Piper's gonna be caught under tower here, who's gonna heal, but it's not enough here, as Maie now is going to be caught out here, and it looks like Caitlyn's ultimate here is going to land, but it's not enough here. Maie is living with a sliver of health as it goes to Slaga with the auto here, who is hungry for more, looking for the Orianna here, but the bubble's not going to hit.
Yeah, that dive on Caitlyn is going to cost them their top inhibitor. Or, with the Malphite teleport.
It
maybe saved, yeah.
So going back to what I said, it's Pit Monkey that needs to initiate that fight. Why? Because it's instant. You don't have to roll up to the person that you want to burst down. You can just instantly be on top of them if they don't have Flash, which they know she doesn't. At least I hope they know she doesn't.
Yeah, and something else to take stock of is the fact that Malphite's ultimate is unstoppable. Malphite, I believe, can just ult through a Caitlyn trap.
Oh, yeah.
And however, the Rammus cannot. As we saw Caitlyn desperately try to put a trap down in front of herself, which is why Maie flashed over. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Malphite here, Pit Monkey needs to... Oh, no, it looks like we might have a pause here.
We can.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, okay, wait, yeah, we can. I totally forgot we had that little...
We knew it would happen.
Ooh, alright, cool.
So, Baron's up in 22 seconds. Several members of EEG are recalling. Nami's in the base, while every member of BUNG is out of base. And it looks like they're currently pinging Dragon, so I think they want to collect that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to go to them for sure if they go through with these recalls. And Sir Everett's is on the top half of the map, definitely not close to contesting that dragon, but I think there's going to be a fight in the near future around this Baron.
Yeah, it seems like Flesh and Freedom Penguin are both recalling at the moment, along with Anami already being in the base. So the dragon is going to be pretty free no matter what it is, but they will get that reset off. I essentially think what's going in the mind of EEG is saying, you know what, go ahead, take that dragon. We're going to reset, spend our gold, so that way this next Baron fight that's coming in the next 20 seconds, we'll be ready for, and we'll have the items to, to fight properly and to make sure that we have everything in order for that fight. Because they're really focused on that Baron. I think whoever takes this Baron just goes ahead and cleans up the game, in my honest opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think an ace and a Baron for either team is the end of the game at this moment.
Mm.
So let's hope. I mean, both teams definitely hoping that one of their carries can stay alive to at least clear waves. Okay, we see Slaga reconnecting here.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, I think, if I was one of the... God, I don't know why I keep forgetting their name.
Bungapalians.
The Bungapalians. If I was one of them, I would just focus the Baron. I mean, they already have at an extra Glock's base in shambles here. They have 2 open inhibs, and that third tower, that bot tower, is not looking good. So I would just, if I'm being honest, I would just blatantly ignore the dragon, give it to EE and EG here, just so that, they could secure, just so that the Bungapalians can just secure the Baron here and hopefully end the game, or at least pressure the base. So I don't know if drag's necessarily the best call. I mean, it is a dragon. It obviously is nice to have. I mean, who knows? Maybe they could do both objectives, but I think it's a little bit more risky.
I think it's the correct call because they have priority in the top lane right now. Somebody from the Bungapalians can go bot, shove out that wave, and have all the priority in the bot lane as well. And then they're pretty much free to do this Baron dance. It's whoever gains the priority in the side lanes whenever it comes to Baron fights that have the advantage. And I think Bungapalians at this point in time have the advantage. They don't have vision of here, so Maya is going to run straight into the team.
Bush here as Maya walks right in, and Malphite is actually going to land a knock-up here as a bunch of ultimates are being blown, but ultimately Sir Everett's is going to go down. Just want to remind it's a 5v4 here as the Jace walks in from behind and gets a double kill here as he's frantically autoing Maie, but Maie doesn't go down because he's full armor. Oh my god, Pimp Monkey is just standing there looking helpless here as he's waiting for his Orianna to come back up from these Zonias here. And that was a 2 for 2 here. It looks like, or a 2 for 3, excuse me.
3 for 2.
3 for 2, my bad.
So respect to that Death Bush from EEG, because they gave up the dragon, that allowed them to get vision control around the Baron and do exactly that. I guaranteed that Bung had no vision in that area. And the teleport, I think, was a little late from Flesh, but he came in absolutely devastating EQ, the double kill.
Yeah, for sure. I just thought it was kind of funny that he just stood there autoing the Rammus because he couldn't do anything else. Oh no, it looks like we're gonna have like a little bit of a skirmish here in front of the Baron here. This could determine the fate of the game here, as it looks like. Oh no!
You don't want that.
Right in on Slag here. It goes down. Now it's a 5v4 here as Maya is looking for Sir Everett, who's gonna taunt him and also get blinded.
Just getting the flank.
It looks like Sir Everett is going to go down to Piper here as Maya is able to peel for him. But
oh my god,
the ball is going in on Piper.
Oh my god,
kills Piper here with the ignite. But it looks like it's just Rafal and Freedom Penguin here fighting against Maya here, who might actually get the kill. Maybe it looks like they're pressuring this Baron as Freedom Penguin's going to side flash that. So she doesn't have to waste her cleanse here. This might be a Baron here for Ed and extra guac.
I don't agree with that flash. you just let him walk away at that point. The flash is so much more valuable than the cleanse at this stage of the game. I mean, Pimp Monkey is now here. You know, the flash gets you away from the Pimp Monkey ultimate. The cleanse does not.
Yeah, for sure. Completely agree here. As it looks like Jace is actually going to be caught out here.
Oh, no!
Pimp Monkey here. Another trap. Precisely here from Freedom Penguin. Oh my god. And it looks like Jace is going to try to poke out Pimp Monkey here, who is going to go in. Rafal is going in here as the Caitlyn ultimate does land, and it does go to Slaga again, as the Nami ultimate here is going to catch out StarCraft and
And that's Baron.
PA. This is going to be a free Baron here for Ed and extra guac.
So
Who has swung the game back into their favor from that team fight.
So much healing off of the Nami. Just giving Rafal a quarter of his health back. Rafal doesn't even have a Spirit Visage, and he's getting all of that health. Freedom Penguin using the 50 or the the 80 caliber net to get away from Bungaloo's ultimate there. There's a lot of things going right for EEG. I don't think the Bungapalians are out of it because of the circumstances that Baron was taken. Because, you know, the death timers are up and Bungapalians are coming back up. They need to get on Freedom Penguin. I mean, there's no other way. You kill the Caitlyn, I think they win the game. But even so, that may not be the deal, because Rafal, essentially, you just saw that last team fight, or that skirmish, I guess. Rafal killed Piper with just his pool. The percentage damage that comes out of his pool killed Piper along with the Ignite. So this is getting from bad to worse if you're the Bungapalians. You need to find a pick on somebody and get these major objectives like you were doing in the early game, because the window is just closing on you.
Yeah, for sure. Completely agree here. As it looks like Edit an Extra Guac here is going to be pressuring the bot lane, it looks like, while Rafal is able to pressure the mid lane for a 1-4 push.
I think you give this up. You give up this bottom tier and you try and fight for the inhib. There's not really much you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
they have the wave clear. They do have the wave clear in order for them to not just be able to walk into the base. Yeah, it looks like they are wave clearing a bit. Rafal trying to position himself around the map. Oh, they're getting aggressive here?
Looks like, they might as well. They know it's a 5v4 here. Sir Everett's is going to go down to Pimp Monkey, but the trap, again, trap placement is precise here, as Maya is going to keep going in on Freedom Penguin. They don't care that she has GA, as it's
good
now, resurrecting her, and it looks like, yep, Freedom Penguin's going to go down, but it's going to be at the cost of their top tier inhib here. They're just trading objectives for kills as of right now, as it looks like their Piper is a little hungry here for Slaga. You know, if I don't really know what the best call here for the Bungapalians is, but if I were them, maybe I would go, for that Elder Drake. It is a high-risk play, but they need something to kind of swing the tide back into their favor.
I don't think so. I think Piper pretty much, doesn't really burst it down. However, Maya is here now. They have the numbers advantage. I think...
Oh, no, Rafal is going in here, so he is ignited, but... Zonius was popped here, as Slaga is still here trying to deter the Elder Dragon being taken down, but it will not, as, that's,
That little trade for the top tower and inhib is very worth. They got the shutdown on Freedom Penguin, but not only that, they popped the Guardian Angel. That's going to be huge in trying to close this game out. The fact that Freedom Penguin doesn't even have flash up just yet. It will come up, however, does not have the cleanse, does not have the GA, is now not the worst. It's not the worst situation for him because he does have the flash up. However, does not have a lot of the same security that he had with the GA. You know, you get bursted down after, you know, after so much resources is being put into that. But hey, you know, you come back to life, your life stealing off of your bloodthirster, things are looking pretty good. However, now you die, you die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Now it's up to the Bungapalians to recognize this and to go for that pick. It doesn't matter who you pick
Yeah,
off.
and
I feel like anybody
yep.
is a good pick here.
And it looks like the pick is going to land on Rafal here, who's going to have to pull out, but that Elder buff is still burning a few of EEG
Oh!
as the triple Orianna ult comes in here and is going to kill 2 of them.
Oh.
Sir Everett's is dangerously low as it's just him and Saga. I don't know why Flesh is in the bot lane here. Middle inhibitor is going to go down here, and this might be the game here as Flesh is trying desperately to recall, but I don't know. Maya can just tank these tower shots as Sir Everett's is going to go in on a Piper here who's going to flash out and kill Sir Everett's here. Flesh is now 1v5ing, but that's going to be the game and a win for the Bungapalians here.
Nice. That was so close. That entire game was tiptoed on. I mean, there was times where you saw EEG just being thoroughly in the driver's seat. They threw away their lead to the Bungapalians with a couple of amazing team fights in the mid game. They get into the driver's seats. They gave up the Baron. Freedom Penguin just on an absolute tear with the Caitlyn. Finally gets taken down. Just really good, very well played on both sides, minus, you know, the throws. But really exciting game to watch nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was on my toes until the end of the game. Yeah, because like you said, it was basically anybody's game for the mid game here. So very exciting to watch. Gentlemen, one quick question before we stop the VOD. Who do you give MVP?
I think it has to be Bungaluya. Yeah, only died twice in that whole game. And off the top of my head, looks like the most kill participation. A lot of those ultimates were pretty nuts. That 3-man ultimate near the end really just provided a lot for the team. Like even buying Twin Shadows. Who buys Twin Shadows on Orianna? Like that's
actually really good right now.
Okay, I don't know shit about Orianna, but yeah, like that kind of utility item definitely brings a lot. It's an underrated item for sure.
Yeah.
And putting out some crazy damage in the mid game.
Yeah, I'm gonna also agree. I think Sal Bungaluya is my MVP pick. I mean, that last shockwave pretty much sealed the deal on the game. That flash shockwave actually just kind of putting in the nail in the coffin on a really, really intense game. But not only was it that last ultimate, it was back and forth. I mean, I think he only missed about 2 ultimates, maybe 3 if I don't remember correctly. 2 to 3 ultimates.
There were a couple that got missed.
Yeah, but that's generally gonna happen. You can't hit every single shockwave. But the shockwaves that he did hit were absolutely huge and pivotal in those high objective team fights. I believe there was about 2 of them for the Dragon, a couple of skirmishes in the jungle as well. You know, it really just had to make EEG respect that damage, and they were very afraid of engaging a fight because of that Orianna ultimate. So like I said, I just have to give it to Bungaluya on that one. Hello? Hello? Oh. I think I'm still streaming. I'm not 100% sure. Well, in any case, just in case I'm talking to myself, I got disconnected from Discord, so I'll figure that out. But I'm cutting it right here for VOD purposes, and we'll go ahead and we'll see you guys for Game 2 in just a minute.